Time for all ages, unfolding our arms.
Good morning, my friends, and welcome to our Time for All Ages. As I thought about having the courage to heal and what that meant for me when I was a child, one of the hardest things for me to heal from to get, it was hard for me to get over being angry. You might not guess this to look at me now, but as a child, I was the queen of temper tantrums. Oh, yes. My grandmother loved to tell the story of a day when I was in full-blown tantrum, yelling about how it wasn't any fair and I never got to have any fun. And my older brother said, "That's not true. You're having fun right now." Now, my grandmother liked to tell this story whenever I was a little irritable and didn't sit well. That tended to make me even more angry and more determined to prove that my anger was justified and right. And yet, as I think about it now, as an adult, my brother also wasn't completely wrong. Not that I was having fun, but there is something about being angry that it's not that it feels good, but it feels righteous, and it feels like you need to hang on to it to prove something about how you're right. And I don't know if any of you kids can relate to that, to getting mad and wanting to be right and kind of folding your arms and having people try to jolly you out of it, which is the worst. And then at some point needing to just uncross your arms and open them up again so that you can receive the fun, the actual fun of being in a good place with the people close to you. Looking back on it now, I think about my grandmother's role in the story of retelling that story about how I was having fun when I was angry. It made me wonder, what could my grandmother have done differently that instead of making me want to hold on to it longer, might have helped me to be ready to open my arms and come back to some better kind of fun. And it made me think about our story a couple of weeks ago about the boy who built his block castle and then it fell down, and all the animals wanted to tell him how he should feel and what he should do to get over it. And finally, the rabbit is the one who just sits there and says nothing and just listens. And then the boy tells all the feelings of how angry and how frustrated and all the things that came up for him. And then he was free to open his arms up, to begin to imagine again, to rebuild. So kids, adults, teens, anyone watching, I encourage you to think about where in your life maybe you have your arms a little bit crossed. Something you're protecting, something you haven't sat with, listened to, and allowed to happen and then to pass. And I invite you this week, this month, to think about, how could I heal from that stuck place of arms folded over my chest, resisting the moving on and the moving towards and the experience of healing back into something more truly fun and rewarding. That's our story today. Take good care of yourselves. Please take good care of each other. I love you.